Tonight on Thursday Night Primetime, rivals collide in the desert. What a way to kick off Week 4. It's the Seahawks and Cardinals in the NFC West, and it comes your way next. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It is the first game of the NFL Rivalries program for 2025. Seahawks and Cardinals underway from State Farm Stadium. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Benson. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Well, you look at these two teams, rivals in the NFC West. It's been the Seahawks who've had the upper hand. They've won 7 in a row in this series. It's a rivalry that was born in 2002 when both teams joined the NFC West. Since then, a lot of great players have taken part in these matchups. You think about the Cardinals, Kurt Warner, Larry Fitzgerald, Anquan Bolden, and then, of course, the Seahawks in the 2010s, the Legion of Boom era, and their victory in Super Bowl 48. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not bad.
I don't think he's going to do that, though. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up second down. The Cardinals at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself in an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking, if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot, find a way to win some games, and keep moving forward.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Caught by Wilson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And this one's going to sail on him a bit, and it's incomplete. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game.
I'm about to say something that seems really obvious, but you hate to see your kicker miss on the opening drive because now you're starting to wonder what goes through his head. Is that going to affect him the rest of the game? Is he going to be able to bounce back? You want to show confidence later? What's going to go on with him right out of the gate with a miss?
Yeah, chance to go all the way in touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback charger on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now Murray. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They're a tough unit to throw against, currently fourth toughest in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On first down, it's Benson. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing now is Murray. He's got McBride here over the middle.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Second down and a yard. Play fake. Murray. That ball caught by Harrison. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
On play action, it's Murray. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That's complete to McBride. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Goes right back to McBride. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now Murray off play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare.
And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Cardinals 3. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it. Now he'll tuck this and run. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
That's good.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Murray now to throw. And he completes it to Wilson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Kyler going to give this to Benson.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Murray now.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen.
And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
He finds Smith and Jigba. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Michael Wilson from 19 yards away. And the Cardinals have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll try for the first with Walker. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
To throw is Murray. Oh, a wide open receiver. It's Harrison. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's Murray. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Short one here, caught by McBride. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Throwing again, Murray. And he is caught. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
To throw, it's Murray. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 15. 19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here we go. Stop your lying. Ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a 1st-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the 1st down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
65.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
He completes this to Walker. It'll be a gain of 5. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
A 38-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 1 real quick.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Wilson's got it on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Open man here is Benson.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Throwing now is Murray.
Now he's going to step up and run.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Harrison. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
4 yards. That's another Cardinals First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Out to the right here to Wilson. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
On the Seahawks 14-yard line.
Play fake. Murray delivers on the crosser to McBride. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey McBride, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half. And it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Shotgun snap and a give to Benson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now a 2nd and 2. Another run here with Benson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On play action, it's Murray. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Benson is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick.
A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cardinals have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd and long. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Will Johnson. And the Cardinals are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. After the turnover, here's Murray. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Shotgun now for Murray. Now he's going to step up and run. Catch made right side by Wilson. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Benson. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. So on is the kicker, Chad Ryland, in a big spot. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackle and held it to an okay game. Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Zone read. Here's Benson. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 62 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Murray now running left off the option. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. Now, I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cardinals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On the set.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
That'll be caught by Cobb. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 2nd down and 4.
Come on, come on. Hey, throw 80. Go.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Open man, he's got his tight end, Elijah Arroyo. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Elijah Arroyo with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. And he takes a shot at the end of that play. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
No, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
Throw out wide to Walker.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle. Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. He'll try and do this himself. And Walker has it. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
Dragon 60. Ready?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
Sit. 2.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Murray. He'll try to pick it up himself. And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. This is 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hawk 70. Hawk 19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He gets this complete to Shaheed. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 8. And defensively, they'll say you can have that. 2nd and 2. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cards are going to have it here just past the 25. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning.